What time is it? It's JRPG time. We're still here in the ice. We're still here. I hate it here. I'm calling it right now. This is the absolute worst section of the game. I called it last week, actually. This is the worst part of the game. It's cold. There's nothing here. There's just huge ice sheets that you have to break for no reason. All it does is slow you down, and everything explodes. It sucks here. I want to go home.
You have all the right in the world to doubt me. In fact, I don't blame you for it either. Yes, I think it's best to talk for now.
Okay, Robo, no, we should not talk here. Let's go home. Let's go back to the hideout. Let's not talk here. Okay. Let's go home.
Different about you. Can you tell me what happened? Why did you try to kill me?
Because you told me to. Let's do this at the hideout. It's cold here. I'm freezing to death. Archie's not wearing anything. We need to leave.
So my power affected the Kunad Gate. Yeah. I didn't want to believe it, but it's true. So, the me in the future... I guess I just wasn't able to end it myself. How lame.
No, it takes both of us. It obviously takes both of us. It's necessary for both of us.
And you right now is special too.
Shut up, Kasane. You tried to cuck your sister. Stop it.
Thanks.
Your house sister.
Feel a little better.
We still have a chance to turn her back into a regular sister.
That reminds me. How is your brain doing? Has it settled down at all?
What?
Yeah, it's fine. I'm getting by. I told you not to worry.
Liar. He's trying to keep us from worrying, just like Naomi.
He literally told you not to worry.
All right. We should exchange intel.
Then first and foremost, we got some
Sounds like she's not saving him for Naomi anymore. It sounds like she's starting to replace Naomi with him. I don't like that. Kyoka, you're not supposed to be into dudes with highlights in their hair. Your sister, she's blonde. She's all about stupid fashion.
Dr. Hitoyo Pope, the city is filled with chosen
You've got natural silver hair. You look like an old lady from birth and you don't even care. You're not someone that hooks up with a dude with red highlights in his hair, Kasane.
It was when I regained a memory of Mother. Yes, she said I was made.
I see. I guess that's why Kyoka and Dr. Pope look the same. We were shocked when we saw Dr. Pope's vision in the Togetsu facility.
I hate to ask this, but if she was one of the Togetsu followers,
I forgot they were there too. Forgot they showed up and they went in there.
She was spying on Kasane, but that's not the case anymore. She decided
I hate dubs, man. I just hate dubs. It says...
I believe you.
What? That was fast.
The way Kasane looks at Kyoka is proof enough. Though, that's kind of an embarrassing way to put it. Honestly, I don't know much about Kyoka, so I can't really make this decision myself. But I do know Kasane. I wanted to talk to her to decide what to do, and I thought it was best to trust her. If I trust Kasane, then I trust the people she does.
Why is what is that face on Kyoko? Shiden, I understand. I don't know why Kyoko is looking like that.
Person Yuito is.
What do you?
I just remembered how stupid he is.
Hey, Kasane.
Good lord, do we have to have a moment with everybody?
Does that mean you are too?
What? What are you talking about?
I thought, didn't she say that already, or was it thinking? Was she thinking at that point?
Yes, I probably am.
So what's that one that sounded like Kasane? Was she actually supposed to sound like Kasane? Or was it just dub things? Is that just fucking dub things?
I was a child in Togetsu.
I can't tell. It fucks with the plot.
I was told I was one of the design children. It only just came back to me, so it doesn't feel real. That's why I said it like that.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry. It must be a painful memory for you. You look so sad.
Oh god, oh god.
Shouldn't have asked.
Can't we do this in like in a standby phase? Well, this all seems like standby phase stuff to me. This shouldn't be something we're doing in this obvious battle arena.
I wasn't trying to be.
There better not be any more bosses.
You wanted to ask about?
I did buy some more healing items before I started the episode.
Humans coming from the moon. I'm hoping
The what?
Did you hit your head or something?
Oh. So you guys don't know about this?
Wait, like originally came from the
What you
moon?
said is true? Yes.
All right. I guess we should explain what we've been told.
Who should I talk to first?
No! Let's go, let's do this. Why are we doing this here? Why are we doing this on this fucking ice sheet? Somebody's gonna fall in and drown. Now this is literally why this should have been a standby phase. Why these are hold on. Let me get the thumbnail. These are this is not what I want to be doing here. I hate it here. I hate it here so much. Right. Wait, who's got, it's just Kasane, Kyoka, and Arashi are I want the big group shot. Let's get the big group shot here. Let's go ahead and get the big group shot we'll do this for the preview thumbnail. Hold on. This is important. Right there. Naomi's still a house, so we gotta then oops, wrong button. There we go. And then let's get a closer shot. Yeah, like this. We're gonna need to like this, then like this. Yeah, that's good. All right. Thumbnails got. We're gonna spend the rest of this episode talking to everybody on this fucking. It's negative 15 degrees, guys. Right, let's just do it left to right, I guess.
But apparently our ancestors moved here from the moon 2,000 years ago.
All humans came from the moon 2,000 years ago.
It may be hard.
Okay, no, this is just. They only have one line.
People who colonized the moon began a major cleanup effort to save the polluted Earth.
I feel like there's a correct order.
They spent nearly 1,000 years on the project.
Okay, no, so humans were on Earth, and then they went to the moon, and then they decided to come back to Earth for some reason.
Apparently, human beings colonized the moon over 3,000 years ago because the Earth's environment wasn't livable anymore. It's so long ago, it feels like a fairy tale.
It is a fairy tale. That's stupid. This is a stupid plot.
Colonists from the moon were led by Yakumo Sumeragi. What they established on Earth later became known as New Himuka.
This is literally just, they were like, okay, this cutscene's gone on too long. Let's pretend that this is not a cutscene anymore. But it's still a cutscene. This is still a cutscene. You're still, like, this isn't breaking things up. There should have been a combat. There should have been a combat here. Or we should be back at the fucking hideout!
On the moon. So, I guess it's safe to assume that there are people on the moon too?
Still people on the moon. They didn't send everybody back to Earth.
We learned all of this after looking through Togetsu's archive. So
Oh, okay. This is still...
But if you were a Togetsu spy, Kyoka, you would know if this is true or not.
Or Kagero.
Yes, that's indeed
Kagero
what we were taught.
grew up there.
But if that was also part of the conspiracy, then
Actually, no.
Was,
True. It's all for real.
was Kyoka knowingly spying in all of her forms, or was she like a sleeper agent?
I can't stand it when you look at me like that.
I can't stand it when you open your stupid mouth.
But for now, tell us about history as Togetsu.
No, for now, let's go home. Look at Arashi. Her legs are turning blue.
The faith. That's all a lie. Just a way to get Togetsu independence. Besides, the place is mostly made up of design children.
I must say, it didn't look like a religious establishment to me. So does that mean that you are one of the design children as well, Kagero?
Now, I said mostly, didn't I?
Oh my god.
I'm a colonist from the moon. Get real!
Even if there actually were colonists from the moon, that would have been 2,000 years ago.
Somebody said they were still living there.
Sleep.
Yes, exactly. A few dozen colonists are being kept in cold sleep in a Togetsu facility. They wake us up in turns to check on the state of the Earth, and then we're supposed to contact the moon.
The Earth is a shit show. Are there more people on the moon than the Earth?
Look, I don't expect you to believe me right away or anything, but it's the truth.
I'm believing that it's the truth of this game. I just think it's stupid. I think it's a stupid plot.
Togetsu doesn't care about New Himuka or Seiran. They're an egotistical lot that wants to return to the moon instead of living.
Then why did they? You're the people that came from the moon. What do you mean?
Belt is there. They can't go back. Not only that, there's news that others are attacking the moon too. So they got to thinking, what can they do to save their homeland and escape Earth? They need to make it so the colonization never even happened in the first place.
So they created time travel people.
Strings. The time travel power.
They couldn't come up with a machine. They've got all this machinery. They've got all this crazy advanced machinery, but they were like, the only way we can do time travel is we've got to genetically engineer super soldiers.
Plan is to only take the moon and Earth back in time with a few exceptions.
And those will be the time travel machines.
Taking only a portion of the universe back in time.
They believe the red strings can do it. They plan to leave records of this timeline's history in the areas that were not taken back in time, so future generations won't attempt to colonize Earth again.
Hang on. I'm getting confused. That's so outrageous.
Outrageous is a word. Outrageous is one of the words you can
Whether
use.
you want to believe it or not,
Dumbass,
Togetsu
fucking
actually
retarded.
managed to create the red strings to carry out their plan. Kasane is the result of that. Although, it's pretty strange how Yuito has a similar power.
So Yuito has nothing to do with all of
Let's
this.
suppose everything he said is true. That means this isn't really the time to be squabbling over New Himuka or Seiran.
It's not the time to be standing out here in a negative 30 degrees. It's getting colder because the sun's going down.
It's not right. We can't let them succeed. We're all here trying to survive.
Kagura.
We've been out here for
why was
6
Seiran at the
hours.
center of Togetsu's plan
We've been out
to
here
kill
longer than we were in the
Kasane?
Togetsu facility.
Can we assume that you are planning to
Kasane was
abandon him
drugged
as
and
well?
put to sleep for a couple hours.
Ruining their plan is something I've been working towards since the beginning. That's why I joined them, to get in the way.
That sounds great and all, but how are we supposed to believe you?
You don't have to. If you've got a problem with me, I'll walk.
So they, from the moon, so you're telling me from the moon, they were like, let's go back to Earth. Let's not think of a way to come back. We'll worry about that later.
I can tell.
Could you imagine if they did that? If they did that in the opposite direction in the 60s?
Trust him.
If we were just like, hey,
Kagura best.
not Lance Armstrong, Buzz, what's,
Besides,
I can't
I have a
remember.
feeling you trust
Buzz
him already.
Armstrong. Lance Armstrong's the
Suguru
cyclist.
trusts him.
Buzz Armstrong was the second guy. Who was the other guy?
Yuito
I can't
does.
remember.
I do too. Of course, I'll kill him if
Buzz
he betrays
Aldrin.
us.
No, it was Armstrong. Something Armstrong. We sent those guys to the moon and we were like, well, if you want to come back, you're going to have to figure it out. We only figured out how to get you to the moon. We didn't think that we might want to come back.
If we're going to believe Kaguro, then we have to believe all of the history about the colonists from the moon too. And then figure out what we can do.
Again, I'm begrudgingly doing so.
Togetsu's plan.
I'm
That's all we can do.
begrudgingly doing so.
It's too much for us
I
to
don't
handle.
want this to be the plot, but it's just like I can't change it. I want to create a design children to go back in time and fucking slap the devs around. Be like, this is stupid, change it. No, go back to the drawing board. This is dumb.
What if we ask
This is
Seiran
dumb
now?
even for
They
anime.
know about the Togetsu threat. They might realize that New Himuka isn't who they should be fighting.
I wonder. As far as I know, both New Himuka and Seiran should have a clear understanding about the moon colonists and their history. On top of that, they're both scheming to survive.
At least it's better than nothing. I don't want to just sit here and wait to be erased.
Indeed. So, we should
Well,
split up and give
yeah, I
it a
guess.
shot?
What did they say that I blanked out again because I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed. I'm still here. I'm still here on this ice sheet, and they're telling me stupid things.
Let's do our best.
Oh, I missed it. I was about to grab a photo mode of that, but it's fine. I've already got thumbnails. I'm gonna use those. We're back at the hideout. Why did we wait so
Way
long?
too much happened.
You don't get to say that! At least you already knew about the
Shut
moon
up,
and
Sheedan.
Togetsu's plan.
Shut up. I don't want to hear you. Your voice is grating.
Let's not start pointing fingers. We should sit
Why
down
is
and try to
Haruka
process
still
what
here?
happened.
Go back. Go back
been
to
in the
the
dark all this
headquarters.
time,
She
but
got fired
not
or something,
anymore.
didn't she?
That's right. What we need to focus on now is stopping.
She said people were mad at her. It doesn't mean she can't go back. Go back.
Yes,
Haruka, get out of my fucking house.
To be with all of you.
This is a Randall house.
So wait, you decided to trust me? Sheedan, you're so sweet.
No, shut up, Kagero.
You're making
I
me
don't.
regret it talking
Both
like
of
that.
you. Sheedan, stop talking to him. When you
blushing?
talk to him, he
Dang
keeps
it, you
talking.
caught me.
Shut up, Kagero.
Swear I'll never betray you.
Then let's set out for Seiron after we get some rest.
Okay. Rest time. Alright, short episode because the fucking. I have to unpack that in my brain. I have to unpack all that bullshit we just went through in my brain. Shut up, Kasane!